The foxhole on Hill 47 was barely deep enough for 2 men. Private Danny Miller had been digging it for 6 hours, his hands blistered and raw, while the Japanese mortar fell like rain around them. Now he sat at the bottom, knees pulled to his chest, trying to remember what silence sounded like. "You got one left?" Danny looked up to see Corporal Ray Stone sliding into the hole beside him, mud caked on every inch of his uniform. Ray was a veteran Guadalcanal, Bougainville, now here. He'd seen things Danny couldn't imagine. Danny reached into his pocket and pulled out a crumpled pack of Lucky Strikes. 1 cigarette remained. He held it up, Ray's eyes fixed on it like a man dying of thirst spotting water. Then he looked away. "No, you keep it. You're going to need it more than me." "I've got 2 hands," Danny said. "We can share." Ray hesitated, then nodded. Danny lit the cigarette, took a long drag, and passed it over. The smoke mingled with the smell of rain and cordite. They sat in silence for a while, passing the cigarette back and forth, listening to the distant chatter of machine guns and the occasional crack of a sniper's rifle. The battle for the ridge had been going on for 3 days. Danny had lost count of how many friends he'd seen, carried down on stretchers. "My kid brother turns 18 next month," Ray said suddenly, his voice rough. "Gonna get drafted. Ma writes me every week begging me to pull strings, get him a desk job somewhere safe." "You got strings to pull?" Danny asked. Ray laughed a short, bitter sound. "I'm a corporal, kid. I got nothing. Just a foxhole and a rifle and 1 lousy cigarette." He passed the smoke back. It was almost gone now, just a tiny stub burning between Danny's fingers. "What are you going to tell her?" Danny asked. Ray was quiet for a long moment. The mortar had stopped, replaced by an eerie silence that was somehow worse. "Gonna tell her the truth, that there's no safe place in a war, that he's better off learning to shoot straight and keep his head down." He paused. "That I'll be watching for him. If I'm still here." Danny looked at the cigarette stub, then at Ray. "You will be. You've made it this far." Ray met his eyes. Something passed between them, not hope exactly, but understanding. The kind that only comes from sharing a hole in the ground while the world explodes around you. "Thanks for the smoke, kid," Ray said. Danny nodded. He took one last drag from the stub, then crushed it into the mud. Around them, the silence stretched on, heavy with what was coming. "You think we'll take the ridge?" Danny asked. Ray checked his rifle, chambered a round. "We will. Or we won't. But either way, we do it together." Above them, a flare shot into the sky, lighting up the jungle in harsh white light. The silence broke as the machine guns opened up again. Danny picked up his own rifle and peered over the edge of the foxhole. Somewhere out there, the enemy waited. Somewhere back home, Ray's mother was writing letters she hoped would keep her son safe. But right now, there was just this hole, this mud, this moment. "Together," Danny repeated. Ray nodded once. "Together. Now let's go." They climbed out of the foxhole and moved forward into the night. 2 soldiers in an endless war, carrying nothing but their rifles and the memory of a single shared cigarette.